It all started back in 2001. Um, Henrik and the former band members Peter and Richard coming up to me asking if I would like to try out and sing with the band. So I joined them for a rehearsal, and yeah, we tried a couple of Halloween songs, I remember, and also we played some Dream Theater. Yeah, and we all felt this could be something, something to build on. And after a couple of rehearsals, we decided to stick together and form a band together, which we later called Manimal. Manimal is simply four guys doing what we like to do the best, play metal music together. It's me, Henrik, Kenny, and Andre. We live just outside Gothenburg in Sweden. We like to define our music simply as metal because it's not pure power metal, it's not pure heavy metal. It's a little bit of both, and there are also other elements in there, so we like to call it metal. We mainly see ourselves as a live act, and that's something we always try to take one step further. The stage show is very important to us. That's why we put a lot of effort into our shows. We want to entertain people. That's important to us. The interest from promoters and bookers have been overwhelming. We really hope that we will get to play as much as we can, because that's what we like to do. We have released 4 albums so far, and musically we have evolved a lot since our first album. Came out in 2009. The Darkest Room was called, and I think as songwriters and also as musicians we have evolved a lot since then. Our new album is definitely more powerful and more melodic than our previous stuff. When it comes to influences, one major influence for all 4 of us, but especially for me and Henrik, who are the main songwriters of the band, I would say Judas Priest. Obviously, we've always been big fans of the Priest, and you can hear it a lot in our music. And that's nothing we are ashamed of or try to hide, because we make music we like to listen to ourselves, and that happens to sound a lot like Judas Priest because we love Judas Priest. But there are a lot of other influences in there as well. I know that Henrik, as well as me, are big fans of bands like Rammstein, Halloween, Gamma Ray, Primal Fear. I write the main parts of the lyrics, and theme-wise, this album, yeah, I tend to end up in dark places in the lyrics. It's a lot of songs about mental illness, war, yeah, and so I would say that the album is pretty dark when you dig into the lyrics. At the same time, I hope that the album will bring joy to people, listening to the music, even though the lyrics are pretty dark. A funny thing, talking about lyrics, is that, I don't know if it's funny, but nevertheless, when we released our last album, we had a song there called Black Plague, which was about, a plague. And then came the pandemic. Yeah, and on this album we have a song called Armageddon, and actually the whole album is called Armageddon. and now we have war in Europe. So pretty scary, and I don't know if what I dare to write about in the future, because it looks like what I write about happens in real life. This album, Armageddon, really feels like a breaking point in our career. The sales has been awesome, streams, followers, it really feels like this is the start of something big. One thing we are really satisfied with is the sound on the album. It's really heavy, in those in-your-face guitars, which we wanted to have. And Kenny, our bass player, who has both mixed and mastered the album, he really managed to get that in-your-face sound which we wanted. One of my personal favorite songs on this album is Chains of Fury, and I think it's because of the simplicity of the song. It's very simple. It has this main groove going through the whole song, and at the same time there are a lot of things happening within the song in the arrangements. There are choirs coming in and out, it's something about that song, that appeals to me. So I would say that Chains of Fury must be one of my favorites on this album. But also Slaves of Babylon, it's a great song, great chorus, I love that one. And also the song has it all, it's soft and it's hard, and it's, it has so many elements within it. Really like that one as well. I would like to say one of my personal highlights in Manimal's career so far, and I think I can speak on behalf of the rest of the band, the show that we did at Prog Power USA in Atlanta. It was simply amazing. Such dedicated crew and such dedicated fans. It was a night to remember, and a memory we will cherish, and we would love to do it again. Now the festival season is coming up. We have some festivals which we are playing this spring and summer. And after the summer we are working on a headliner tour in Europe. Looking forward to that. So keep your eyes open, because Manimal is on the road. Also, it's always an ongoing process. Henrik is always writing new songs, so writing new songs and creating another awesome metal album is also in the future. It affected people all around the world, and us as well, obviously, but not that much musically, because we had just finished our touring and we were about to start working with our next album. So therefore it was good timing, so to speak, for us. We had time to work on a new album, record it and release it. So it was not that big issue for us career-wise. Now, when we finally can get out on tour again and on the road and play all over the world, I know that we have this strive of playing at places we haven't been before, but also we like to come back to many of the places we have played previously. We are looking forward to some festivals which have been postponed for 2 years now, actually. So especially looking forward to playing in Norway, first time in Norway, and also we have shows in Germany as well. Really looking forward to that. We just finished a show at in our hometown of Kungsbacka, celebrating 20 years as a band, which was a great success. It was almost sold out, and we did a special show with a lot of fire, skulls and chains, the way it should be. One of the funniest moments so far in our career wasn't funny when it happened, because we didn't know if it all went well, but now in retrospective it's pretty funny, especially since we have it on tape, so we have watched the video, we even released it on Facebook. It was in Czech Republic. We played a festival there, and Kenny, our bass player, he was about to do his, what we call his explosion, which is a pirouette, more or less. And he slipped on stage and landed on his back. And thank God he wasn't hurt too bad. We kept on playing the song when it happened. And I was standing stage front, so I didn't see it happen. And I didn't notice until afterwards, when I got told that Kenny had slipped and was hurt. He was helped by the stage crew off stage, and he came back a couple of seconds later and finished the song. You know, what a hero! And it's now in retrospective, when we know that Kenny is okay, it's pretty funny. Show must go on. For the future, I would say we would like to see how far we can take this, you know, to take it one step further, both musically and career-wise, and see how far we can take it. So 20 years as a band, it's pretty crazy. We'd like to take the opportunity to thank all our fans out there, all supporters who have supported us through these years, who have come to our shows, bought our albums, streamed our music. We owe you everything.